watch it, okay? But we're gonna start our review. Here we go. So our first question says, Hannah likes to walk. The table shows the number of days and the number of miles she walks in a week. How many miles does Hannah walk in a week? Okay, so if we notice, Hannah walks the same number of miles each week, right? How many miles, or not each week, each day. How many miles did she walk each day? Someone tell me. How many miles was it each day? Sophia F., how many miles each day?
3.
3. Okay, good. And then how many days did she record her walks? How many days did she do those miles? Oh, I see Trisha showing me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 days of 3. Who can tell me how many miles she walked then? If we do 4 times 3, Ellie, how many miles did she walk?
12.
Good. 12 miles. So my friends who don't have this page, your blank page should, your blank page or your whiteboard is gonna look like this. You're gonna put a 1, and then you're gonna say 4 times 3 equals 12, okay? So if you don't have this, you're writing it just like that, okay? Give you guys a minute to fill that in. All right, number 2. Says, which expressions can be used to find the product of 8, 5, and 3? Somebody remind me, what does product mean? I want to make sure I'm not missing out on people on that screen. All right, Trisha, what does product mean?
The answer to a multiplication equation.
Perfect. So we're looking for the problem that shows the answer to a multiplication. That's a key word I want you to think about. A multiplication equation, okay? Or in this term, they're using an expression, okay? Here's something else that's really important to note about this question. It's saying which expressions, and then it even gives us this hint. Choose all the correct answers. Almost any time that it tells you to choose all the correct answers, that means there's more than one. That's kind of their little hint to you that you need to pick more than one, okay? So let's go through and look. So we are looking for which ones are showing the product of 8, 5, and 3. I want you to look at those. Think about it for a second. Looking for the problem that shows us multiplication for 8, 5, and 3. So think about it. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give everybody some time. Okay, who thinks they see one of them? Anybody see one? Okay, Chris. Which one? Tell me the letter. Oh, you told me C. Okay, let's look at C. Got multiplication. Got 8, 5, and 3. right? So it's 8 times 5 times 3. So Chris is right. C is one of them. Good job, Chris. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little hint. There are 2 more. So we're looking for multiplication with 8, 5, and 3. Trisha, what's another one?
F.
We've got multiplication. We've got 8, 5, and 3. Perfect. F is another one. Good job, Trisha. All right, Lucia, do you see another one?
E.
Let's look at E. So I've got 8, 5, and 3. I have multiplication, but this one here is what makes that one not quite. That one's a plus sign. They try to trick you. That's the thing. Math sometimes tries to trick you, but you were close. So not E, and it's just because of that plus sign. I see somebody told me in the chat, Bentley told us D. So let's check. I've got 8, 5, and 3. I have multiplication, multiplication. So that is another one. Good job. Okay. Let's go through to eliminate why they can't be the other ones, because there's our 3. So if I look at this one, I have 8, 5, and 3, but this is a plus sign, not multiplication. I'm going to cross that out. Okay. And then let's look at B. I have 8, 5, and 3, but once again, there's that plus sign. So it can't be that one. Okay. Good job. We're going to do one more problem. And here's what it says. It says Isabel breaks 9 times 8 into 9 times 3 plus 9 times 5 to solve the problem. What is another way Isabel could break apart 9 times 8? Show your work. Okay, so here's the hint I'm going to give you. You're setting it up just like they did, okay? You can choose to either break apart the 9 and keep the 8 the same, or break apart the 8 and keep the 9 the same. Okay, I want you guys to write one. So don't share an answer yet, so keep your hands down. You're writing one. Everyone write one. If you're not sure, you can wait till we come back to it, but I'm going to give you guys a minute to come up with one. While you guys are coming up with it, I am just working on something for our workshop. Okay, I see some of you sharing it with me in the chat. If you want to do that, that works. If you have an answer you're ready to share, you can put it in the chat. Just giving some other friends a chance.
I have a question. Can we break apart 9?
Can say that again?
Can we break apart the 9?
Yep, you can break up either number as long as you keep the other one the same. Okay, so I'm gonna go through. I'm seeing lots of different answers, which is good, okay? So I'm gonna write a couple different ones I see. You only need to pick one, okay? You don't need to write down everything I'm writing down. I'm just gonna write down all the ones that I see. Okay, so someone gave me 9 times 4 plus 9 times 4. It's breaking apart the 8, keeping the 9 the same. Okay, then I have another one. 5 times 8 plus 4 times 8. That's another way to do it. That one breaks apart the 9 and keeps the 8 the same. Okay. So for some of my friends who are telling me you're a little confused, that's okay. This is one of our trickier concepts we learned. But you have to first think, okay, do I want to keep my 9? Do I want to keep my 8? Which one do I want to keep? Okay, if you choose to keep the 9, you're going to do 9 times something plus 9 times something. And then you think of two numbers that add together to make 8. Okay, so you could do like we did 4 and 4, 5 and 3, 6 and 2. Okay. Or let's see, Kylie just gave me another one in the chat. I don't think I wrote down. So she's going to break apart the 9. So she did 6 times 8 plus 3 times 8. Because 6 plus 3 equals 9. Okay. So like I said, only need to have one of those. Okay. Trisha, did you have a question or were you wanting to share one?
I don't have a question.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure because the hand was still up. Okay, so here's what's going to happen.